Let's go to Greg. Greg actually has a question. Usually he always chimes in with some clever stuff, but he does have a question. He says, I'm tempted to start Godwin over London this week. Half point per reception. Pete, I'll kick this one to you, but I'll say
No, why don't you answer this one? Answer this one.
I already am starting Godwin over London this week. If the decision is mine, I listen again. I've said it a couple times on this show this week. We heard a lot during the offseason that they wanted to put Godwin back in the slot. He was unproductive last year. He wasn't in the slot a ton, only 19.3% of the time. This past week, it was right up there near 45, 46%. I apologize. I don't have the number right in front of me, but it was high 40s. He was back in the slot, and he was productive. And if we're going to ride the hot hand with Baker Mayfield, which we all said we're going to do, and Chris Godwin's running out of the slot, and we saw what happened when he did, I'm going to continue to ride. I'll go with that too. So I would go Godwin over London. I think London will be good for you. I have Kirk Cousins as a sit this week because I'm a little worried about how he played. You know, Rodgers and him both coming off the Achilles. Rodgers, while he didn't put up great fantasy numbers, he looked pretty good, though.
He had zip on that ball, too.
He had zip on the ball. He had that, I believe it was a second or third drive where they converted like 3 or 4 third downs, all passes to Garrett Wilson, all looked sharp. The one pick Aaron Rodgers had was a tip ball. Then you watch Cousins. He's like having trouble throwing, having trouble planting, bad interceptions, bad reads. I just don't like it. I give some credit to the Steelers defense, but yeah, until I see something better out of Cousins, I'm going to go Godwin here. That's it. I mean, do either of you guys have an opinion on that? Godwin or London half point this week?
You know, I in half point or full point, I would probably go Chris Godwin too. You said all the right things, but what you didn't say, and what I want to emphasize here,
do it.
What Cooper Kupp in the slot did to the Lions last week.
Yep.
And now you have Godwin in that power slot role. I think, it would not surprise me if he got 12 targets and absolutely went off.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. So
and Vegas total 51.5 versus 47. So you got that the game total a little bit higher. Receiving yards wise, Godwin projected a little bit higher at 63.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Follow the money. Pete, did you have anything else, or is that?
And I think he blows that away.
No, I was going to say the same thing as Anthony did. So